Witch, please. It's tarot time. Welcome to your weekly tarot tea, where we pull cards and spill cosmic truth for each zodiac sign. I'm Moon Lily, your mystical bestie, here to help you align, vibe higher, and decode the divine. Whether you're a fiery Aries or a dreamy Pisces, these messages are meant to guide your week with intention and intuition. So grab your matcha, light a candle, and let's see what the cards have to say. Witch, please. You already know what time it is. Welcome back to another spellbinding episode of Witch, Please. It's tarot time, your favorite sassy celestial forecast where the tea is hot, the vibes are magical, and the tarot does not hold back. Now listen up, witches. This week's energy is layered, like a cauldron stew with just a pinch too much drama. So grab your potion, clutch your crystals, and let's dive into what the stars and the cards have to say this week. Buckle up, witches. It's tarot time. Aquarius, you're up. And this week you're saying, fair? I don't know her. All right. Someone's been playing cosmic referee with a blindfold on. And spoiler alert, it ain't working. The scales are tipped, the receipts are lost, and justice reversed is saying, whoops, accountability? Never heard of her. Whether it's you dodging responsibility or someone else bending the truth into a pretzel, this situation has got a serious imbalance. Enter the Queen of Cups as your obstacle. Emotionally wise, intuitive, and ready to call the BS without raising her voice. You've got the insight to read between the lines, but are you letting those feelings get buried under a need to not rock the boat? Then boom! The Queen of Wands struts in, snapping her fan and saying, enough with the passive feels, darling. Let's get bold. Let's get spicy. This is your call to step into your power with heart and heat. Channel that warm charisma and take up space, gracefully but unmistakably. Your witch's orders. Stop waiting for someone else to fix the imbalance. Speak your truth, light your fire, and show up like the regal witch you are. Your crown doesn't wobble when you walk with purpose. And the Oscar goes to Pisces for best performance and pretending everything is fine. Oh, honey. The world is here as your situation, and she's serving full circle fantasy realness. You're on the brink of something major. Go ahead and take your bow. A cycle is completing, a chapter is closing, and the confetti is practically falling from the heavens. Cue the music, cue the sparkle filter, and cue your dramatic slow motion montage. But wait, here comes the Three of Cups as your obstacle, clinking her mimosa glass and hollering, celebrate, babe, you made it. Whether it's your soul tribe, your coven, or just your two besties hyping you up in the group chat, don't skip the celebration. You need this joy like you need the moonlight and ocean waves, baby. Except, oh no, who left the moon in reverse in the punch bowl? There's confusion lurking beneath the surface, secrets, illusions, that nagging suspicion that something's not quite what it seems. Are you ignoring the red flags just because you want this ending to be perfect? Sweet Pisces, you've got your fins in two worlds, fantasy and reality. It's time to pick a dang lane. Stop trying to control how people see your success and start owning it like the intuitive sea witch you are. If something smells fishy, trust your snout, not the sparkle. Your witch's orders. Pop the champagne, yes, but don't lose yourself in the glitter. Intuition is your superpower. Trust it. Unmask the illusion, celebrate the win, and swim forward like the majestic mer creature you were born to be, baby. Oh, yes, Aries. Let's stir this cauldron right. Avoidance isn't a strategy, it's a stalemate. Okay, Firestarter, here's the tea. You're stuck. Like, really stuck. The Two of Swords, as your situation says, you're standing at a crossroads with a blindfold on, arms crossed like, nope, I refuse to deal. Indecision is your current full-time job. And guess what? It's costing you, emotionally and energetically. Enter the Five of Pentacles as your obstacle, dragging along those left out in the cold vibes like a sad violin solo. Are you feeling unsupported, abandoned, maybe even a little broke, financially, emotionally, or spiritually? Babe, that cold sidewalk you're pacing is optional. There's a warm light on somewhere. You just have to stop ignoring it. But fear not. The Three of Cups as your advice rolls in with glitter, laughter, and a disco ball, reminding you that you're not alone. Your ride or dies, they've been waiting for you to snap out of it and clink glasses. The love is there. The support is there. You just have to stop isolating yourself and reach for it. Your witch's orders: quit playing the lone wolf. Make a dang decision. Ask for help and let your soul circle lift you up. You don't have to do this part alone, especially when celebration and community are literally one text away. Taurus, burn the rule book, babe. You wrote your own. All right, Taurus. Someone's been trying to box you in with a bunch of dusty old rule books and outdated expectations. And what do we say to that? Not today, patriarchal nonsense. The Hierophant reversed, as your situation says, you're questioning authority, ditching traditions, or maybe even challenging the very foundation you were raised on. You're not just coloring outside the lines. You're melting the crayons and painting a whole new paradigm. But oof, the Five of Pentacles again? She's really making her rounds this week. And here she is whispering those not enough fears in your ear. You're straying too far. You're gonna end up alone. What if this new path isn't safe? But darling, safety isn't the same as truth, and you know you've outgrown those old safety nets. Enter the sun as your advice, busting through like Beyonce at golden hour. You are radiant, you are ready, and the universe is finally matching your frequency. This isn't blind optimism. It's confirmation that joy, clarity, and success are waiting once you fully step into your truth. You can't be an amazing revolutionary and still ask permission from people who don't even get you. Ditch the guilt, step into the light, and wear sunscreen because, baby, you're about to shine. Your witch's orders: rebel with purpose. Heal what's been starved. Let joy be your compass, not fear. You're not breaking the rules. You're rewriting the entire spellbook. Gemini, collab, feel, repeat, but don't crash the broomstick. All right, we're kicking off your cosmic moment with the Three of Pentacles as your situation. And honey, it's a team effort this week. Whether you're co-creating, networking, or just vibing with people who get it. Collaboration is your secret spell ingredient right now. Everyone has a role, and yours, visionary with a dash of multitasking sorcery. But here comes the Queen of Cups as your obstacle, gently floating in like a mystical therapist with incense and herbal tea. She's saying, use your head, yes, but don't ignore your heart, babe. Emotional intelligence is the glue in this group project. You're not just building something practical, you're building something soulful. Then we've got the King of Wands reversed as your advice. And he's a whole mess. Think chaotic energy, impulse buys, and grand plans with zero follow-through. You've got the spark, Gemini, but without direction, you're just going to set the curtains on fire and then forget why you lit the match in the first place. Your witch's orders: channel your fire with intention. Stay emotionally grounded and keep showing up for the people who've got your back. Let your passion fuel the mission, not bulldoze it. You're a wild one, but you're also wise. Use both. Cancer, tradition, intuition, and a one-way ticket out of there. All right, Moon Baby, gather your crystals and clutch your pearls because this week's got layers, and not the cute kind like a parfait. The Hierophant as your situation is front and center asking, are you playing by the rules or are the rules playing you? Maybe you're following tradition, seeking spiritual structure, or dealing with a we've always done it this way situation that's tighter than a crab shell during molting season. But oh, here slithers in the moon as your obstacle, and she's not playing nice. Secrets, illusions, half-truths, and emotional fog. It's like your intuition screaming, something's off, while your logical brain is humming elevator music and pretending everything is fine. Spoiler, everything's not fine. Then along comes the Six of Swords as your advice, softly whispering, it's time to move on, darling. Whether it's a mindset, a relationship, or a whole chapter of your life, you've outgrown it. This card isn't about running away. It's about consciously choosing peace over confusion. Trust your gut, not your guilt. You don't owe tradition your suffering. Pack your bags, emotional, spiritual, or literal, and get to stepping. You deserve clarity, not chaos. Your witch's orders. Honor the path that got you here, but don't be afraid to forge a new one. Let intuition lead. Let peace be the goal. And if you need to leave the past behind, sail away, Moonchild. Smooth waters await. Leo, crowning glory and steering your own destination. You're shining brighter than a disco ball at midnight, and the cosmos is handing you the spotlight, with the 10 of Cups as your situation wrapped in a glittery bow. This card screams emotional fulfillment, happy families, and all the good vibes flowing in your direction. Your heart's basically doing a victory dance. Next, the Chariot storms in as your obstacle like the boss you are. Eyes on the prize, hands steady on the reins. This is about control, determination, and making things happen. No one else is driving your story. You're the one calling the shots, darling. Then, Justice as your advice is serving truth, balance, and a healthy dose of, you better own what you did. Here's the tea. Justice isn't just about consequences. It's about accountability with grace. You've got the power to tip the scales in your favor by being honest and fair, especially with yourself. Your witch's orders. Keep your heart open, but don't let it make decisions alone. Take the reins, steer with integrity, and balance passion with fairness. You're a radiant leader, so lead with love and truth. Virgo, you're not stuck. You're just stalling and overthinking again. Oh, Virgo, sweet analytical genius. Why are you spinning in circles when the exit's clearly marked? The Hanged Man reversed as your situation says you've been in pause mode way too long. And at this point, it's not enlightenment. It's avoidance dressed up in yoga pants. You say you're waiting on clarity, but we both know you're procrastinating on making that hard call. Enter the Ace of Swords as your obstacle, slicing through your mental fog like snip, snip, darling. Here's your truth, raw, sharp, and unavoidable. This is that aha moment you've been stalling on. It's time for mental clarity, clear communication, and a bold move. No more analysis paralysis. It's go time. And then boom, the Hermit strolls in as your advice with his lantern and his wise little smirk. This isn't about isolation. It's about intentional introspection. I'm lighting the sage as we speak. It's time to retreat, not to escape, but to process. You've got the truth. Now you just need the space to align your actions with it. Stop playing stuck, babe. You're not a statue. You're a strategist. Take the sword, cut through the BS, and retreat like a goddess going off grid to write her next bestseller. Your witch's orders. Make a dang decision. Speak your truth. Then unplug, retreat, and realign with your inner compass. Clarity is a gift, but only if you use it. Libra, you got main character energy served with sparkles and softness. Ooh, this spread is delicious. If cosmic vibes were a skincare routine, you'd be glowing, dewy, and perfectly balanced right now. Let's get into it. We open with the sun as your situation. And baby, it's not just shining on you, it's shining through you. This is radiant joy, clarity, success, and probably more compliments than you know what to do with. You're walking around with that glow-up energy, and the universe is clapping. Next up, the Page of Cups as your obstacle is skipping in with a message straight from the heart. This is emotional curiosity, vulnerability, flirty creativity, and that innocent hopefulness you sometimes tuck behind your perfectly arched eyebrows. Let your heart dream. Let it speak, even if it stumbles a little. And then we land on the star as your advice. Yes, you pulled both the sun and the star because of course you did. This is healing, hope, divine guidance, and that magical moment when you realize the universe has your back. You're not just being seen, you're being guided. Your witch's orders. Shine bright, speak sweet, and trust in the magic unfolding. Let joy fuel your next steps, let softness open new doors, and keep your crown tilted toward the stars. You're not just aligned, you're anointed. Scorpio, pause, perceive, and pick your poison, then slay it. All right, Scorpio, you mysterious minx. You've entered a major cosmic pause, but don't roll your eyes just yet. The Hanged Man as your situation isn't about wasting time. It's about rewiring your perception. You're being asked to see things from a completely different angle. So quit squirming and lean into the suspension. Trust me, this is your cocoon moment. Meanwhile, the Seven of Cups as your obstacle is serving you a whole fantasy buffet. Temptation, illusion, and way too many options. Are you chasing a dream or falling for a shiny distraction? Decisions. But just because it glitters doesn't mean it's your destiny. Some of these cups are filled with gold and others with glittery nonsense and emotional hangovers. But the world struts in as your advice, like a finale queen wrapping everything up with a cosmic mic drop. This is the completion you've been craving. You've leveled up, Scorpio, but that final boss battle, it's in your own mind. Shift your view, make the right choice, and boom, you're through. Stop circling the drain of indecision, babe. You're not confused. You're scared of choosing wrong. And guess what? You've got the power to transcend, not just transform. Wrap it up, claim the crown, and don't look back. Your witch's orders, let the pause work its magic. Cut through the illusion. Choose what serves your soul, not your ego. Then boldly step into the new era you've already earned. Sagittarius, stop, reflect, feel, repeat after me. Not every detour is a disaster. Well, Sag. You cosmic thrill seeker, you chaos-loving trailblazer. What happens when the road suddenly stops? The Eight of Wands reversed as your situation says, the momentum stalled. The messages just aren't arriving, and your usual fast-track energy just hit molasses. It's giving a universe-imposed slowdown, and you're hating every second of it. Then we've got the Hermit reversed as your obstacle, and oof, this isn't cozy introspection. This is uncomfortable isolation. Have you ghosted your own intuition? Or maybe you're dodging the inner work by pretending it's just a funk. Either way, you're disconnected, and that fiery Sag soul of yours is getting restless in the silence. But in glides the King of Cups as your advice, all smooth emotional control and intuitive mastery. He's not telling you to deny the chaos, he's telling you to feel it without drowning in it. You've got the emotional maturity to ride these waves like the regal mystic you are, if you stop resisting the stillness long enough to find your center. Your witch's orders, don't mistake a pause for punishment. Use this quiet to realign, emotionally and spiritually. Feel your feelings, but don't let them hijack the chariot. You're not lost. You're just recalibrating. Trust the tide. Capricorn, strategic exit, nosy questions, and a side of sneaky. Ooh, Capricorn, you've been keeping it quiet, but this week, the energy is loud. The Six of Swords as your situation kicks it off with a whisper that sounds a lot like, it's time to go. Whether it's a toxic situation, an outdated mindset, or just a group chat full of chaos, you're ready to pack it up and sail toward peace. No drama, no fireworks, just a classy Irish goodbye from whatever's been draining you. Then the Page of Swords as your obstacle comes prancing in like your inner intern with a clipboard asking way too many questions. This card is curious, alert, and kind of nosy. You're observing everything right now, even if you're pretending not to care. But let's be real, you care, and you're watching for your opening. Then we land on the Seven of Swords as your advice, and woo! Someone's being shady, secretive, or slicker than a greased goat on roller skates. Is it you? Is it them? Either way, this card's energy is all about strategy, subtlety, and knowing when to hold your cards close to that chic blazer of yours. Sometimes you've got to ghost the nonsense, ask the right questions, and play your cards like a chess master in heels. You're not being shady, you're being smart. Just make sure your clever doesn't become conniving, capiche? Your witch's orders, move on with grace, stay sharp, and don't overshare. Not everyone deserves front row access to your strategy. Let them underestimate you. That just makes the win sweeter. And there you have it, my celestial sweethearts, your tarot tune-up for the week. Star by star and sass by sass. Whether you're riding the chariot or side-eyeing the moon, the universe is always whispering. And I just helped you decode the cosmic gossip. Now remember, babes, your cards don't control your fate. You do. These readings, just energetic suggestions from the universe. So take what resonates, toss what doesn't, and strut boldly into your week like the magical main character you are. If you loved what you heard, be sure to follow, subscribe, and maybe leave a little 5-star spell on your favorite podcast platform. Share with your coven, share with your cousin, or share with that one ex who still checks your stories. Until next time, keep your broom steady, your intuition sharper than your eyeliner, and don't forget, witch, please, you've got this. And that's your tarot tea for the week, witches. Trust what resonates, release what doesn't, and keep showing up as your most aligned self. If you loved this magical moment, don't forget to follow, rate, and share, which, please, it's tarot time. I'll be back next week to stir the zodiac cauldron all over again. Until then, stay witchy and don't let the stars ghost you. Oh, and follow me on TikTok at lilies.fireflies.